The files can be inserted into the endoese handpiece to different lengths, making it so that it's not necessary to use a stop. This handpiece has a 30-degree reciprocation, and the action which is used is an in and out, back and forth milling or painting motion, getting all the walls of the canal, following the contours of the canal. This is repeated with shaping file number 1, number 2, and number 3, yellow, blue, and green. Navi-tip, which are 30-gauge tips, also have 4 different lengths which correspond to the lengths of the patient kits. The push-button chuck with the endoese handpiece, adjusting the length within the handpiece to whatever length is desired so that a stop is not required. In this case, this tooth is 30 millimeters long. We're going to be working in the middle portion of the canal with the shaping files, which is the area 3 millimeters short of the apex to the canal orifice. We use File-Ease, which is ultradense 19% EDTA, which is a viscous lubrication agent as well. You can see in this action that the file is bowed against the walls of the canal. The pressure is put on the outstroke. By putting pressure on the outstroke, you reduce any chance of ledging. These have very small non-cutting tips, and the files are meant to cut on the side, so it's almost impossible to ledge with them. All the contours of the canal are followed, keeping the original anatomical shape intact and only enlarging upon it. You'll notice that the handpiece also has internal water spray. This is not for lubricating the canal or irrigating the canal. This is for keeping the file clean. This is an optional feature. After each file, the canal is lubricated copiously with sodium hypochlorite. Ultradent has Chloracid, a less than 3% solution of sodium hypochlorite. You'll note that when Chloracid comes in contact with File-Ease, our EDTA lubricant, it effervesces. This brings dent and mud to the surface and oxygenates the canal, helping to kill anaerobes. This technique is now repeated with the shaping file number 2, that technique again being lubrication with File-Ease, file, irrigation with sodium hypochlorite. And it's also repeated with the third shaping file. You use each file for about a minute or until the file is very loose in the canal.